So will lab create a GitHub repo with main and dev branch. Okay, so earlier we did it only in the main branch. Now we'll do with the main and dev both. Okay, so here we'll create a repository HTML app 11. Okay, here we'll keep it as public, not private. Okay, and here we won't add a readme file. Okay, so I'll let you know why. Okay, so after adding a new repository, creating a repository, we'll just copy the URL, we'll clone it. Okay, so after cloning it, we'll create a branch actually. Okay, main branch, and then later on we'll create the dev branch and we'll perform some exercises. So let's some other steps. So let's start here. I'll go to my dashboard. I'll create a new repository, HTML app 11. I think I already have, but I'll delete it. Yes, it's there. So let's delete it. So you'll come to know how to delete the repository as well. HTML app 11. Just search for the repository, go to settings and click on delete this repository. The repository is deleted. Let's create a new one. HTML app 11. We'll create a public repository. Will not click on this add a readme file. Just click on create repository. So if you see here, there is an option called new repository. Okay. Now let's clone it. So this is the URL for cloning. Okay, so one more URL is there. If you click on SSH method is also there. As of now, we are seeing only the HTTPS method. So just click on this repository and just do git clone. We have cloned an empty repository. Okay, so it says, okay, it gives a warning that we have cloned a empty repository. Let's go to HTML app 11. Okay, so if you see, it is empty, only a .git directory is there. It is empty, and we using git branch command we can know in which branch we are. Okay, so if you see, it is not giving any output. So as of now, we have created only repository. We haven't created any branch. So earlier when we clicked on add readme file, okay, whenever we click on a add readme file, it will automatically create a main branch. But as in this case, we haven't clicked on add readme, it didn't create a main branch. Now we'll continue with creating a main branch and adding some content. So the this command get checkout -b main, okay, this command will create a new branch and go inside that particular branch. So get checkout with -b without -b. Okay, if I do this, okay, it will say the main did not match any files. Okay, that means it's trying to go to the main branch. The command to go switch to not go, we can say switch to a particular branch is git checkout main, but as this branch is not existing, okay, this branch doesn't exist, that's why it's giving an error. And with the same command, if that branch doesn't exist, if we add -b, then we can create a new branch as well. Okay, so the new branch is created now. Now if I say again git branch command, okay, still it is not showing. It is in staging area now. Okay, so whatever changes we have done, it is in a staging. we have created a branch now. It's still not showing. Let's add some content into it. Okay. Add index.html. This is my HTML app. Just save it and just next let's add it. Okay, commit it and push it. But still, let's check git branch command. Okay, it's nothing. It is showing. Let's cross check our git repository. Okay, just refresh it. Okay, still no changes at the remote repository. Okay, everything we are doing locally now. Okay, the file which created is not reflecting there. Now I'll add. I've done git add. No, I haven't. Git add. Okay, then just to git commit. We'll say update code. Okay, now let's see git branch command. Okay, now it's saying when we committed, it created a branch. And let's check here by refreshing the page. Okay, still it is not showing because these changes are locally. We haven't pushed it, so we'll just do git push. It will ask me for credentials. Just copy your personal access token and enter it. Now just again check git branch. We are in a main branch. Just refresh this page. And now we have index.html here. And if you see, we have a main branch now. Okay. Next, we need to create one more branch. Okay. So there are two methods. Okay. One of them is click here, click on view all branches. Okay. And here you can see option to create a new branch. Okay. So if I say test, okay, it will create a new branch. Okay, using source main branch. Source means we are creating a new branch, but it should have some content of the existing branch itself. Okay, that's why we are saying create a new branch test using this source as main. Okay, and we can click on create main branch and it will create one more branch here, but we are not doing it here. We'll do it using command line. So sometimes you'll also get this option. Okay, there is when I did push, it worked for me. Okay, but sometimes it will say the current branch has no upstream branch to push. Okay, so that time you for the first time only you'll have to use this command git push set upstream origin main. Okay, it should have asked us also, but I think it's not asking, so that's good. But sometimes you'll have to add this set upstream origin main. Okay, so that's why I've written here git push -u origin main for the first time. Okay, now I always use git pull command before proceeding further or before committing the next change. Okay, so it's checking whether there are some changes done by someone else. Nothing is done or everything up to date. It is saying again cross check that the repository is proper and it has an index.html file. Okay, now we'll create a new branch using this command git checkout -b dev. So let's first check in which branch I am. Okay, so the command is I am in main branch. I'll just try to check out dev branch without -b. Okay, so it says the branch doesn't exist, so we'll do -b create a new branch. So it created a new branch and it switched to a new branch. Okay, now just do git branch. We are in a dev branch. Just do ls and do cat index.html. Okay, so what it did, we are in a dev branch, so it will show the contents of dev branch. Okay, it's not showing the contents of main branch, but the contents of main and dev branch are similar. That's why we are seeing the same page here. Okay, now we need to make some changes in the development branch. Okay, we'll add one more line into it. Okay, so using cat command, you can also use vi editor. I'm using double greater than sign. That means I'm appending. If you use only single greater than sign, it will overwrite it. We do not want an overwrite. So I'll say this is a line added in dev branch and save it. Okay, just do cat index.html. We'll see one more line is there in cat index.html, but let's check our repository. Okay, I'll just click on it. Okay, I'll again refresh this page. Okay, and if you see, still there is only one branch. There is no other branch. Only one branch is there. Okay, because the changes are still not pushed. Okay, we created a branch, but the changes are not pushed. Now let's add, commit, and push. Git add. Okay, git commit -m will add a message. Created a dev branch. Okay, let's see if it is showing it here. Still no branch. Okay, so this is important that when it gets created, now it's everything is in staging area. Okay, now let's do git push. Now if you do git push, okay, now we got that error. Git push set upstream origin dev. So the branch dev is created on our local repository. Okay, it is locally. So locally we know that the dev branch is created, but there it is on the remote here, it's not mentioned that there is a dev branch. Okay, so we'll have to do this for the first time only. We have to set upstream origin dev. That means now we are saying that create that branch on remote as well. Okay, remote repository as well. Just do this and add our personal access token. Okay. Now it says it has created a branch, and now both the branches, the local and the remote one, the origin one, are in sync. So if you say dev has a recent push 2 seconds ago. Okay, so whenever there is a push, okay, some we can compare and pull it. Okay, that this is not important right now. I'll just refresh this page again, and now if you see, there is a dev branch as well. Okay, and the important thing is in index.html of dev branch, you'll see two lines. Okay, let's go back to the repository, go to main branch, and if you see in a main branch, there is only one line. Okay, so generally in production environment, whenever we create a repository, by default a main branch will be created, because most of the times will create with the readme file. Okay, so it will create a main branch. After that, we'll create a development branch without adding any data into it. In this case, we added first data index.html, but in ideal scenario, we will not add any data into main branch. We'll create a new branch. Okay, dev branch will add all the development data in the development branch, and at last, when we say that our development is done, everything is stable, we'll merge it in the main branch. Okay, so the main will have a stable code. Then again we'll start creating means modifying the content in development branch. Okay, so now we have to merge the changes which we have done in the development branch into the main branch. So we can check it. Let's check git branch. We are in a development branch. Okay, check the contents of index.html. There are 2 lines. Let's go to git to main branch, git checkout main branch, and just to git cat index.html. See, there is only 1 line. Okay, now let's merge it. Okay, so the merge commands will see now. So we have gone into the main branch. Okay, we can check there is only a 1 line. Okay, we also checked in the GUI that there is only 1 line in main branch. Okay, so again I'll go to the development branch and cross check it whether there are 2 lines. So we have already done this step. Now I'm going into the main branch. Okay, so I'm already in the main branch now. Git checkout main, git branch. Okay, I'm already in the main branch. The only command I have to run now is git merge dev. So we are saying that merge with the dev, git merge dev. Okay. So the changes are done. Okay, but in a staging area we need to push it. Git push. Just add your username and the personal access token. Just right click and enter the password. The git push is done. Git branch. We are in a main branch. Now let's check the content of index.html. We have 2 lines. Okay. Now after merge, let's check the contents of development branch. In development branch, we already had 2 lines. Okay. And now let's check the main branch. Okay. In the main branch also, we have 2 lines because we have merged the dev branch into a main branch. Okay, but as I said, the every development will be done in a development branch. Okay, but in production environment, okay, everyone will not work on the development branch. Development branch will have the collaborative work of everyone. Okay, multiple developers. So they what they will do is they will create one more branch. Okay, so we do not have an exercise for it, but that's what it's done in the production environment, that we just create where I am here. View branches. Okay. We'll create a new branch. Okay, we'll call it as a feature branch. Whatever feature we wanted to add, we'll just say feature 1, and source will be dev branch. Okay, they'll have a copy of a development. So suppose feature developer 1. Okay, so we'll create a feature branch for a developer 1, or whatever feature name we want to add. That new feature needs to be added, and we'll create a new branch there. Okay, from dev we have done, because in main there won't be anything, only in dev we have the latest code. So we'll create a feature branch. Okay, the developer will work in the feature branch. Okay, and the developer will merge the feature branch to the development branch first. Okay, and then at last the development branch will be merged to the main branch. The same case applies if there is a bug. They'll create a one more one more branch with a bug fix. Okay, and that bug fix will be again merged. So this is how it works. First a feature and a bug fix, it is merged to development branch, and then the development branch it merges into the main branch. And we never have access to the main branch. Only limited people will be having merge access to main branch. But now it is our environment, we can do anything. But most of the times MR or a PR will be raised. Okay, merge request. Okay, the MR is called as merge request will be raised, that will be approved. Okay, so those settings can be done, approval and all in the settings. Okay, and branch rules we can set here, whatever set we want to set, rule set, tag set. So many options are there in the production environment. We can also set which should be our default branch. Okay, so generally the development branch is considered as a default branch, so anyone when anyone clones it, they will clone the development branch, okay, by default, and then they will switch to their feature branch and work on it.